Hello, Adora Alfie here, and welcome back to Factorio Space Age Gleba Only Edition. So, in the last episode, we got some basics done. I have upgraded my power plant between episodes, mining a bit of stone using electric miners as well. I have not connected the actual production areas, so I did make them. Let me try and actually get some vision on them so I can show you. And I, set up some belts going to and from, the production areas. Yeah, you can see it from here, right? I have an agricultural tab over here with an inserter going in and out. That's pretty much it. And I have one over here as well. So they're set up to work. I think as soon as I connect them, they will start harvesting. So I just have two little gaps over here that I can bridge to do that. But before we do that, I did want to set up our production, as in the stuff that I could use all those products coming in, right? Because if not, it'll just start to rot and it'll go bad. So what I want to do is I want to have sushi belts, and to get things started, we need some inputs. And for that input, I want to use a sushi belt over here. Well, not really a sushi belt. It's just going to be like a looping belt over here. That's going to have jelly nuts on one side and Yumako on the other side, like unprocessed stuff, right? And we have two output belts for the seeds. We'll figure that out at some point. But let's try and get this going. So what I kind of want to do is, I want to see if I can get enough space over here, perhaps. So what if I have something like this, and then something like this. So if I set this to be jelly nut processing, and then this to be Yumoko processing, right? What I'm thinking of doing is having a sushi belt that goes around here, and have this be processed into bioflux and stuff. So I want bioflux, I guess, over here. But I'm also thinking of maybe doing it in a way where I can divert some of the products here, right? Off to... Or should I just do that with multiple biochain? No, I think I'm gonna do one biochain per product, right? So what I want to do here, I think, is if I have something like this, and then something like that, I can have an output belt over here with a splitter. Because, okay, this belt up here, it's going to my power production. I want to burn some of the stuff that we're making, right? What if I burn, half the stuff? That might not be... Might be a bit much. What if I do upper priority... No, I shouldn't do upper priority. Yeah, we don't need upper priority. I think this is fine. And then I can do the same thing over here, kinda. Oh, I can even make this a bit more compact if I just put this over here. There we go. And do I even need this? I guess I probably do. Okay. So I want to have one going this way, and then the other one, I want this to go to the power plant, right? So let's try and figure something out for that. Maybe if I do this. And what if... I'll have to think of exactly what I want to do there. But yeah, so make this loop like this. And... Boop. Might not be very space efficient. We kind of want them to be a bit space efficient. What if instead... I make them long like this. Oh, whoops. Yeah. And then this needs to be put onto this belt. This needs to be put onto this belt. I guess it doesn't. Wait a second. Does it? Oh, I'm I do want to split it, right, is the thing. I do want to split it, is the thing. So we'll do this. And we'll put an output belt over instead over there, instead over here. And then nutrient input over here, because there's going to be nutrients on the sushi belt, basically. And then I want to put it inside over here and here. And probably no conditions on these, but we are going to, circuit the hell out of all these things, is the thing. So I'm going to do a bit of connection there. A bit of connection here. And... I guess I should connect these as well. And then I'm gonna connect this to this belt over here. And let's see what we can do. Okay, so if I do this, I only want this to output if... Ooh, I guess like... Okay, wait. This should not be connected to here. Because I don't want to read how much is inside this thing, right? Because I want to read everything from, like, these, biochambers. I'll make one Yumako and I'll make one Jelly Nut. And what I want them to do is... I want to have a red wire going here, and a red wire going here. So I only want them to unload if... Make these read the entire belt as well. So this is going to be Yumako, right? So if Yumako on the sushi belt, if Yumako mash, Yumako mash, Yumako mash... Wait, where is it? Those are recipes. Where's the actual... Oh, there we go. If the Yumako mash is less than, let's say like 20, then I want you to output, right? Same for here, except this is gonna be the brain stuff, jelly stuff. And then for this, ooh, do we want to like pre-process? We kind of want to like process all of this though, because I don't want to have it sitting around. That's like the thing, right? I guess. Okay, I've got a better plan. I want to change this to here, this to here, and then connect these up, so they only put it onto this belt if they have... Oh, that's incorrect. There we go. So these will like output regardless, and then these will only put stuff onto this belt if there's enough. I could burn the excess. So what I could do here is upper priority left, upper priority right, to fill up this belt, but only put stuff onto like the sushi belt if that is enough. And if it becomes rotten, I can just pull it off and then put it back onto the sushi belt, honestly. That's fine. So I can use a filter here to filter out any spoilage. Oop. And this will like pull out spoilage from here too, so we don't need to worry about spoilage. And then these will be pulling in nutrients only. So set to nutrients. And I wanted to only pull in nutrients if... I guess like we don't need this. Neither do we need this. And these are like connected, right? Okay. So I only want you to, like, these are like separated from each other too. So it's going to read the fuel in here, which is going to be the nutrients, I think. So I want you to only put in nutrients if our nutrients are really low. Because the nutrients are less than 2, then pull in nutrients. Everything else I think should be fine. I could have this set up so that it only puts in, like, Yumako if the Yumako is less than, like, 10. So it leaves, like, enough on the belt for other, like, machines and stuff. So it doesn't, like, overfill it, right? Or something. Maybe I'll do, like, 4. I'll see, like, how long it takes to process and how long this loop takes to, like, go around, right? We can do the same thing over here, too. I want to try and make this system as intelligent as possible. Well, maybe not as intelligent as possible. I want to make it, like, somewhat intelligent in terms of, like, not, like, buffering too much and all that stuff, right? Okay. So, with this, now I can go... here. I can't really go all the way under there, right? I want to, like, go that way. I guess, like, the best thing I can do is this. And that way I have, like, both the fuels. What if I just send this way? Like, ideally, I want to leave, like, a gap here, so I'm going to do this instead. And have that go that way. Get rid of this belt, because I want to have, like, a 2 wide gap in case we need to cross underneath this, right? And then what I'm going to do over here is have this go this way. Yeah. Oop. And I'm going to have half the power plant to use one fuel and half the power plant to use other fuel, basically. Where's the crossing area here? The cliffs are a bit annoying, but it's okay. We can deal. So I'm going to cut this off over here. Have this go here. Hopefully it's not like there's not too much of a bias. There might be a bit of a bias. In terms of like which ones output steam. I'm gonna put some wood in here for the time being and let that like sit. But hopefully we can burn off stuff. Like, it'll be better once we get the the what you call the heating tower, right? But the heating tower is a yellow science, I think. Yeah, not a yellow science, a green science. So we do need to get concrete before we can get that. So that's gonna be a little bit before we get the heating tower. Once we get the heating tower, it's gonna fix all of our burning stuff problems, because we can just like burn stuff even if it's like maxed out. Okay, so that's fine for processing this. We do still need like nutrients. So for initial like nutrient production, I want to put one over here with a chest over there and an inserter here and an inserter here, and this is just going to make nutrients from spoilage. However, I only wanted to make nutrients from spoilage if... Let's use a red for this. I only want you to make nutrients from spoilage if the spoilage on the bus is less than, let's say, like 4. If it goes below 4 for some reason, let's say like 6. If it goes below 6 for some reason, I want you to put stuff into here and have it make nutrients, basically. And I'm doing the control over here because I don't want nutrients to sit in here. Because if you put the control over here and it doesn't pull out a nutrient unless like the nutrients here are like less than 6, it's gonna like make nutrients and keep them in here, which will spoil. So I don't want to do that. So that's fine. The next thing I kind of want to do is I want to have a bioflux production thing over here, right? And then, okay. So I want bioflux production over here. Boop. And then I do want to have 2 insetters because I want to have 1 insetter for nutrients and then 1 insetter for the other stuff. Oh, but like, wait. I got an idea. It's gonna be kind of jank, but what if instead... I did it like this. And I had it so that it outputs stuff over here. And that way I can just use these as inputs, because I need multiple inputs, right? And you'll see why. Let me hold on with that. Because with bioflux, what I want to do is... I want to have... red. Is that correct? I kind of want to have 2 conditions, right, is the thing. We can't do multi-conditions yet until we unlock circuit. However, because I wanted to make bioflux, but I don't want it to make too much bioflux. But I wanted to, like, make sure there's, like, enough of, like, the other, like, thing in here, too, is the thing. So, I'm not entirely sure how to do that without using, like, circuits over here to do, like, double conditions. I guess... Okay, I have a really jank solution. I have a very, very jank solution. And that solution is... Oh, what if I get them to pull stuff and then I get them to... Yeah. Okay. So, wait. No. Yes? No? Maybe? Perhaps? Okay, so the jank solution that I have is... I'm gonna filter this to jelly, and I'm gonna filter this to... This is a horrible process, by the way. The Yumiko Mash. And then these are gonna have their own little sushi belt over here. Except the sushi belt, like, empties itself out, right? Oh, wait. This should be Yumiko Mash. I guess I could have it so that, like, it kind of does this, so I have, like, an extra, like, inserter for this, I guess? And what I wanted to do is I only wanted to pull stuff onto here if the bioflux is less than, let's say, like, 8 or something. I don't know if that's too little. We'll have to, like, see how these numbers do. So if the bioflux is less than 8, it's gonna put stuff onto this sushi belt, and then from this sushi belt, we can take stuff into here. But I need nutrients in here too. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put it here. Oh, this is so jank. And then have like 1 each. Except these are set up to connect... Wait, I should use green if I'm connecting to machines, just so it's easier to read this. I haven't even put power poles down, by the way. It's gonna be a nightmare. So. This is gonna be connecting to... Oh wait, read all contents of this, and then only put stuff in if the Yumiko in there is less than... How much do you need for one cycle? Fireflux. You need 15. Okay, so if it's less than 15, put more in. And then I think it's like 12 for jelly, right? There's a jelly. 12? So if we do that, it's only gonna like put in enough for like one cycle? Yeah. Oh wait. Let me move it over there. There we go. And then I want you to pull in nutrients, but only pull in nutrients if it really needs nutrients. So I'm gonna copy the condition over there. That's fine. So that should be kinda okay. And then you can just output everything onto the belt. That's fine. Because we're gonna be controlling it using the input. So it's gonna pull stuff in, but then if it's like bad, it's gonna get rid of it. And I wanted to do spoiled first, I think. Because it'll get rid of the spoiled stuff first, perhaps? Or should we do freshes first? Let's do... I'm gonna leave it alone. I'm gonna leave it alone, let like it decide on its own. Okay, so other than that, the only thing we need left for this sushi belt, I guess, because we're making bioflux. That's like the main goal of this cell, I guess. And the next thing we want to make is nutrients, right? So I'll put a nutrient plant over here. And I'm gonna put one inside like this, one inside like this. Wait, one inside like this, and one inside like this. Okay. So I want you to like connect like that. And yeah, that should be fine. So you're gonna be making nutrients out of bioflux. I don't think there's any reason to make nutrients out of Yumiko mash, because we need more Yumiko mash than jelly anyway. So I want to do this, and then yeah, nutrients from bioflux, and then this thing should have the condition of 2, and I think I want to have the same thing here, but you're gonna have a condition of like 6. So it's gonna like try and keep 6 nutrients in here, and then if the nutrients, if it has less than 2, it'll like pull from here instead. That sounds good, I think. Perhaps? Yeah. I think that sounds good in my mind. I'm going to try and... Like, we're not doing anything with the bioflux is the thing, right? So that kind of sucks. I could do like some iron production or some copper production as well. But for now, I just want to see if this thing can make bioflux. Okay. So I want to connect this to power and we'll be right back once it's going. So I had to make a few more changes. The first thing I changed is I made this so that it only outputs spoilage and the processed product, right? We are taking the seeds out from here, instead I put a bit of an underground belt over here to output that. But hopefully this makes sense. And I think I'm ready to connect this. Let's do it. So the first thing we need to do is connect this over here. Boop. And there we go. And that should start harvesting on that side. And then on this side, we just need to connect a purple around the spaceship over here. Come on. Oop. And we should be good to go. How's our power consumption? It did spike a little bit because both of our agricultural towers are working now. The assembling machine has like passive draw, but like the biochambers don't even have any passive draw right now. They don't have minimum consumption. That's good, that's good. Okay. And I think we should be able to cover the maximum consumption. So let's see how this goes. Are we... I wish I could see that far. I could build radar, I guess. Oh no, I don't even have this unlocked yet. And I... Okay, they are producing pollution. So that's good, I guess. That's good news. That means it's working. Oh, here we go. So we got the Yumiko coming in. We should get the jelly nut coming in too. Okay, the Yumiko's coming in. We did have trees and spoilage on this belt. So I do want to put a filter maybe like around here or something. For trees and spoilage. Oh, I'll figure that out. Anyway, I'm gonna put some spoilage in here to get this kickstarted for now. So that's gonna start pulling it into here. And once it gets 10, I guess, it will start this cycle up a little bit. Come on. Did it put any into here? It did put 4 into here. Nice. the jelly nut isn't here yet. So I want to have something that pulls off, yeah, the trees and spoilage that might be on this belt. So I'm gonna put one over here and then have this filter to trees and spoilage. Spoilage and trees, wood. There we go. And I guess I could burn this stuff, or I'll just put it in a chest for now. There we go. Now clean up that belt. So, oh, everything's moving so slowly. But it is working, it is working. I did put 15 into here. Okay, so this system is working. Yeah. I don't know if you have enough capacity on this belt, because it's a very small sushi belt. But we could, like, make it a bit longer if we need to increase the capacity. This, like, system is doing exactly what I wanted it to do. Nice. I'm not sure if this incentive will be able to grab stuff fast enough. Maybe if I do this instead, because, like, they're bad with corners, right? Oh, this might not be able to grab stuff either. I need a fast, like, hand inserter over here, basically. We'll see how it goes. Okay, so the jelly nut's here too. It's taking a while to get the nutrients going, basically. I want to kickstart that a little bit more. Because it's trying to put enough nutrients into this. Like, it does have priority, unfortunately. Which is a problem, but it's gonna be fine once, like, things bounce out a bit. Come on, come on. There we go. And, like, this belt won't get clogged because it's... Oh, there's stone on the belt, too? I guess some plants give stone. Fine. It's a good thing I didn't, like, set this to go and get burnt then. Because then it would have troubles and get clogged up with all the stone. But... yeah, so the extra is going that way to get burnt in our power production area over here. Which is excellent. That's exactly what we wanted to do. If it turns into spoilage in the boiler, so be it. That's fine, too. As long as we get rid of any excess, right? We just don't want any excess. That is the one thing we kind of want to avoid. Should I, like, clear any spoilage off of here with an inserter? I could do that. I could have, like, 2 inserters over here to clear spoilage. Let me build a few more inserters as well. We don't need long hand quite yet, but I'll get some in my inventory, I suppose. So, it is able to generate bioflux now, right? I guess? So, this little cell over here can make bioflux, basically. And right now, this is producing how much per second? 12 per second. This consumes 4 per second and 5 per second, right? So we can increase the number of, like, biochambers we have for Yumako, I guess? Oh, or something along those lines. We have too much Yumako. It's gonna burn the extra Yumako, which is good. But, okay, now we have spoilage here. That is actually something I did not foresee. Let's do a bit of this. Hopefully it's not a problem. Like, one issue that we do have right here... Oh, wait. Get rid of this. Because I do want it to be 1-to-1, so that we can get rid of everything we put on the belt. That's, like, the main issue that I am worried about. But if I do this, and then I put an insert over here like this... Right. And then I get this to, like, go... I guess this could combine here. That's fine. Yeah. Probably. No, that's not the best. That's not the best. Where do I send this spoilage? Also, it's having trouble grabbing it because it's on a corner, isn't it? Yeah, the corner stuff's gonna be an issue sometimes. I guess I could just get rid of it, like... Could I do this potentially? Do that, and then have a belt that goes like that, and then here? I think that should work. Like, you should be able to place it on the underground belt, right, probably? Okay, cool. So that should be making a bioflux. Do we have bioflux? Oh, wait. I need something to input bioflux over here, right? Where'd the bioflux go? Did we not get any bioflux? 12, 15... Why aren't you producing? Wait, why is this not working? Oh, I accidentally pressed that. That's why. Okay, okay, that makes sense. So I want you to pick up Bioflux. Bacteria cultivation research. Nice. So we can get that sorted here too if you wanted to. So I want you to make Bioflux. Or pick up Bioflux. Um, wait, no. I want you to pick up Bioflux if there's not enough nutrients on this belt. So connect that there. And then have this set up to... If the nutrients is less than, let's say like 16, then I want you to work. Okay. So this should be going... Yeah, it's doing stuff. Oh my god. It's working! The cell, it works. Now the problem we have is like this belt is gonna be an issue because we aren't processing this stuff fast enough, right? Hmm. And ideally, as long as we're getting seeds, I really do not care what happens. Like, to all this stuff, right? So, technically, I could do... Oh, but then we need nutrients coming in. That's the other tricky bit. Like, we do need nutrients coming in. Hmm. So if I have, like, extra nutrients, I could pull them off of here, send them here, and then have, like, some processing over here is what I was thinking. To, like, break down the extra stuff. If there's, like, too much on this belt, right? But we'll think about that later. For now, we are cooking. We are processing everything. So, I do want, like... I do want a few other things, right? I want to have another cell that makes copper bacteria and iron bacteria, because that's the only way we get resources around here. Pollution's not too horrible yet. And to get, like, all that stuff going, I guess. Oh, a bunch of stuff just went bad. Okay, it's gonna clear the spoilage into there. Oh, that's fine, that's fine. Okay, anyway, since you have this going, I'm gonna try and think of, like, what I want to do next, and I'll be back once I'm ready to build the next bit. Okay, so the next thing I want to do is I kind of want to make a cell-to-cell interface, and then have, like, both the cells kind of, like, exchange materials. I'm gonna do this for now, and I want to have one here, and then one here, and then one here, perhaps. And both of these... Oh, wait, these don't even use power, right? No, they do use power. What am I talking about? I want to have a power pole over here, and I want you to basically... I don't want to put them down quite yet. Let's remove the power pole. I'm going to put two down here, two down here. And I want one of these to look out for how much nutrients is in this. We'll get the nutrient insert over here. And then the next one, I want to be able to do... iron bacteria production and copper bacteria production, right? But, like, I want to look at... Wait, are we reading everything? Read, include fuel. Include fuel. Are you including fuel? You should be including fuel. Okay. So, I want to read everything in there. And then I want to have a belt. I want to have another sushi belt over here, right? And this sushi belt, I might expand it later. I want this to basically go to these two. Oh, no, not you. To these two. And this needs to be filtered to input only... Is this mash? No, jelly. Only jelly down here. And then only mash over here. And that's gonna make... This isn't like the cell-to-cell interface that I wanted, by the way. This is actually not correct yet. But this is going to make... Yeah, so this is gonna make bacteria and spoilage, right? The spoilage... we want to pull out on this side. Something like that, I suppose. And I do want to kind of have this over here, actually. Put that there. And I think that should, like, fix everything up. There we go. Faster builds will make all of this a lot easier, too. And I can have a power pole over here, power pole over there, and power pole over here to cover everything, I guess. But what I want to do over here is I want to have something like that, where we have an inserter here that's pulling only bioflux. If the bioflux here is low, so let's connect this up, and if bioflux is less than, let's say, like 8, how much are you, like, checking for? Probably 8 too, I think. Yeah, 8. Okay, that's fine, that's fine. I'll put bioflux onto this belt, and I want these to... Yeah, I want these to check if... So Yumiko is red, right? Yumiko is red bacteria? Okay. So I want you to check if there is... Copper bacteria is less than... Let's say if it's less than like 4, it'll replenish the copper bacteria. Same thing here. If the iron bacteria is less than 4, it'll replace the iron bacteria. So we'll have like bacteria in this loop regardless, right? And what I'm trying to do is I want to have bacteria in this loop, and then once like the bacteria in this loop like gets low, it'll replenish from here. But the rest of the time, I wanted to be making bacteria using the other process, right? The bacteria like cultivation process. We'll do this, and we'll do this, and do I just want to like do that? I guess because we do want to like maximize how much we're making, right? I guess. Yeah, just go ham, I guess. Perhaps. Um, and I could have this. You don't need nutrients as well. What if I did that, and then that, and then had one of them set up to be like a nutrient inserter with the nutrient filters and everything? Oh, I do need nutrients on this belt as well. That is very true. Well, I guess you're getting extended yet again, so I can drag more stuff off of you. And we'll get like... Use filters, nutrients. Put that over there. Actually, why don't we just do this? There we go. Okay, so that's fine. So that'll take nutrients from here, and it'll check with this belt and see if there's less than, let's say like 8. It'll take nutrients. And these can just output everything here, I think. And we do want to get rid of the spoilage here somehow. I guess we'll do it like this or something. I want this to be a spoilage inserter and send any spoilage. Yeah. Yeah, that makes sense to me somewhat. Okay, time to put these power poles down. I think. I'm gonna kind of set this up. And this isn't quite ready yet. This needs to be connected here. You are connected to read your fuel level as well. Right? Right? Yeah, yeah, yeah. And... Oh, wait. Oh, wait. Wrong way. Wrong way. There we go. So, I guess we don't want to overflow this with bacteria, I guess? Or do we? Probably not. I do need to like make an interface to pull the bacteria out at some point too. Is it cleaning the belt for that? Okay, good, good, good. So, let's try and set that up as well. I want to have this here and then this here. Oh, this isn't even set up properly. There we go. That's sushi'd up now. And I want you to only pick up bioflux and copper bacteria. I only want you to pick up bioflux and iron bacteria. And then the condition should be if the iron bacteria is less than 40. I don't know if that's too much. That might be a bit much. if the copper bacteria is less than, let's say like 20 for now. Yeah, so we'll do that. Hopefully that'll work. Mm-hmm. Are we not getting any nutrients coming in here? No, we are. Okay. Iron ore! Oh, that needs to be emptied out. I need more inserters. The second we get fast inserters, life's gonna be so much easier. Okay. Now, I guess for the interface, I could do it over here, right? I could... Wait. I know it's really ugly with a lot of power poles, but I don't really have a choice. So what I want to do is, I want to have a filter for iron bacteria, a filter for copper bacteria, a filter for iron ore, and a filter for copper ore. Control X. Put those in. And then I want to connect all of this to the sushi belt as well. Well, the only things that really matter are this. If the iron bacteria on the sushi belt is greater than, let's say like 10, I want you to pull it out. If the copper bacteria is greater than 10, I want you to pull the copper bacteria out. Boop, 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 boop. Cool. So now we have iron and copper being pulled out. I am just gonna put this into chest for now. So... Pop, 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 pop. Let's just do this, I guess. Oh, that's gonna be bad. It's not gonna be able to pull from the corner, is it? But that'll be fine. Okay. So now we are kind of just replicating iron and copper, I guess. Like, this cell needs a lot of improvement, honestly. If we can make speed modules, I can just like make certain parts faster, right? But it is doing things. It's so interesting to see this like come alive. Okay, how's that pollution doing? Not the worst. This base looks a bit scary, honestly. We're still hanging in there. We have stuff coming in. Oh, some of it's spoiling on the belt. Oh no, it didn't spoil on the belt. It probably spoiled in the machine and it got pulled out of spoilage, but that's fine. Yeah, we're just not processing it fast enough. The issue is if it spoils and doesn't get turned into seeds, then we're kind of screwed, right? As long as we're like processing it fast enough and not letting it turn to spoilage instead of seeds, it's all good. So I do need to worry about that, but I think like it's better to burn the processed stuff rather than it is to have like it not like get processed to begin with, if that makes sense. Yeah, this line is full. Interesting. Is it like the weird bias that I was talking about? I think it is. It's not like using the steam from here, right? I could get rid of that bias a little bit. If I cut this here, now that's like two separate systems of like 4, right? So now that's gonna get rid of the bias. Yeah. Okay, nice. Because it's biasing like the ones in the front. For some reason, I'm not entirely sure, but yeah. So that got rid of the bias, so that should be fine. I don't even need those pipes back there. And it should be burning both lanes equally now, roughly. Is it inserting them fast enough? I might want like more burn inserters there or something. Honestly, yeah, that sounds good. Okay. However, it has taken me a lot of time to actually build this. So I think I'll be putting a cut here. So we did get iron and copper production going, right? We have infinite iron and copper now, basically. Because like, as long as we're able to like keep growing stuff, we'll get stuff coming in, and that's like infinite iron and copper, right? Yeah. Okay. Anyway, And we'll continue from there in the next episode. Hopefully we get red signs going in the next episode, maybe, perhaps, probably, hopefully. But I'll see you guys then. Thank you for watching, and see you next time. Bye-bye!